let's move on now to today's little project that I'm doing. I decided to use Purple Posy, and just a quick thing about Purple Posy. Stampin' Up! Tried 3 times to get an ink that they could stand behind, that was matching their paper and just the right formula, and it didn't happen. So you'll notice when you go into the catalog, you'll see Purple Posy does not have an ink. And that is because they tried and it just didn't work out. But the good news is we still have the paper. We have Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper, which also features Purple Posy. I'm using the Playing with Patterns Resin Dots, which also features Purple Posy. There are Purple Posy Stampin' Blends. There are Purple Posy markers. There is a Stampin' Right marker in Purple Posy. So there are ways that you can use Purple Posy even without the ink pad, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. And the first thing, I just folded my paper, which is 5.5 by 8.5. That's my card base. And then I've got my Designer Series paper cut at 2 by 5.5. So I just put this brand new adhesive in, so we'll get her going. So this is just going to go down the middle. I recently made another card with kind of the same idea where you just put the DSP down the middle, but that's where the similarities end. I'm going to grab now a piece of 3.5-inch square Whisper White and check out this Fancy Phrases stamp set. Okay, I fell in love with it when I first went through the catalog, and I kept telling myself I didn't need another floral set, and then promptly changed my mind. It's so pretty, and I just love the sketchy look to it, and I love the fonts and the sayings. This one in particular, when I count my blessings, and then for the inside of the card, I count you twice. I just think that's super sweet, and I just love this stamp set. So I put it together this morning before work, designed the card in my head, and then here we go. Let's see how it works out. So we're gonna stamp this a little bit to the upper part of our 3.5-inch square cardstock. And then I'm gonna talk while I color, and I'm coloring with Stampin' Blends. So we're gonna start with Flirty Flamingo, and I'm gonna take the dark. Now when you purchase the Stampin' Blends, you purchase them in a pack. So you'll get the dark and the light together in a pack. Now it didn't used to be that way, but that's what they switched it to now. So you will get both when you order Stampin' Blends. Also, another change is that they used to be on its own page. So there was a Stampin' Blends page, and you had to go to that page to find the order numbers. Just a quick note, I just highlighted areas with my dark, and now I'm going in with my light to blend it together. Now you can use the brush tip, which I'm going to do just to make it go faster here on camera. But then I go over and I blend that dark in with the light so that there aren't any stark lines of dark to light, if that makes sense. You want it to blend, so you just kind of go over and over until it blends. So now when you go to the color pages, so to the back of the catalog, and I wish I had the page memorized, sorry about that. You go to the back of the catalog and you go find where the colors are all listed in their color families, and you the very last row is a Stampin' Blend row. So then you'll just find the order number and order that way. Now the Stampin' Blends don't come in every single color, so if there's a dash by the color, that's because it doesn't come in that color. So just be aware of that. So as you can see, this is probably going to take a while. If you get bored, come back and watch later. But I did want to kind of show you from start to finish how this works. So next I'm going to take the Purple Posy, and I'm going to do these differently shaped flowers in Purple Posy. And again, I'm taking the dark first, and I'm highlighting. And stamps like this are really easy because they've shaded it with just some lines here that make it easy to see where the darker colors should go. So it's easy to just highlight those areas with this dark color. Another thing I should note is that I have a friend. Did I use the wrong? Oh yeah, this is the dark. Duh. I have a friend who is an artist. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, Tammy Conan, and she said it's good to leave some white spots in your coloring because that's where natural light would be hitting that image. So that's what I'm going for here. She's amazing at coloring, and I've watched her, and it's just mesmerizing. But I think the blends, more than almost anything else that we have to color in our catalog, just make it really easy. So if you feel like you're not a very good watercolor person or whatever, I think blends might be worth a try. And I'm not just saying that to say it, but it's true. I really, and I know there are some testimonials out there of you people that would say the same. I just grabbed a light Daffodil Delight to fill in centers of flowers there. Next, I'm going to light Seaside Spray, and I'm going to just do a couple flowers, flower buds with the Seaside Spray. Again, the dark, and these are really tiny, so you just fill in and kind of let it. Oh, I think I flipped the colors again. Doggone it. Well, it's okay. We'll make it work. All right, so then we have the leaves left. So Just Jade, one of our new in colors, I thought was the perfect green for this color combo. So I just got the new in colors in blends, so I'm giving those a try here today. It's fun when new colors come out in blends because then you can try some new color combinations and see what's what. But I do love to color, and I do it pretty quickly, so you'll probably see it's not perfect, but I think especially on camera here, I'm not really going to take my time too much. I was also going to say, when I did my blog post on Sunday night, which some of you may have noticed was on Monday morning. Yes, that's how my life has been lately. I did show a cool technique for coloring leaves in a new stamp set. I used the blends just on a scrap and then stamped on the scrap the leaves on the. I stamped the leaves on the scrap and then I punched them out, and it made it colored leaves without having to color each individual leaf, and it went really fast. All right, so I think I'm okay with how it looks. Now I just have to find the rest of my paper. Where did I put it? Oh my gosh. I've lost my paper in a sea of craziness. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end up cutting. Oh, here it is. All right. So this is what we have now. I'm going to attach this just flat on my card. And I know, I'm sorry, I'm not really watching your comments right now, but I will go back and if you have anything you need to tell me or ask me, I'll respond a little bit later. So I decided to highlight this in black, and we're going to just stick to black ink. And so we're going to take Birthday Wishes, which is from the stamp set. Doesn't matter if it's crooked because I'm punching it out. I do love this punch. So punching it out of there. And the circle, I don't know if you could tell. Oh, I think I'm off camera. There we go. The circle is a stitched circle. So it's got a little texture in it. Then we'll take a couple dimensionals for my punched out sentiment. And that's going to go on here. Like so. And the black just sets it off a little bit. And then we're going to finish with just a couple of the Posy resin dots. So we'll put one on each side of that punched piece. Okay, so I took a little bit of a chance here by not making this card in advance, but I have to say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I love the color combinations here, and I did test that out quick before I came on camera so that I would make sure. I started out by trying Magenta Madness here, and that was just way too bright for this card. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out.